Welcome to Wednesday's coin review. Now this is brought to you by the Silver Trader, so please be sure to, and kind enough as well, to check out the links down below. We can find a link to his website, you can find a link to the Precious Metal Forum, and of course AceBullion, my own personal website there. Now if you are squeamish, if you don't like snakes, well, this is not the video for you. This is a snaky coin. In fact, it's the Prehistoric Life from the Congo series. And yeah, we're going to be diving in and talking a little bit about snakes. So, if that doesn't bother you, stay tuned. Here we go. Just if you're watching this, I got it right. It's called reticulated. Ha! Reticulated. You'll see later in the video. Reticulated. That's it. Reticulated python. Bye! So here we are. This is number 10 on the Prehistoric Life from the Congo. And we're talking about the Titanoboa. Now, we're looking at the reverse here, and as you can see, it is the Republic or Democratic Republic of Congo, 1 ounce, 4/9 fine silver down below, right there, yep, with a denomination of 20 francs. Now, the coin capsule does have a few scratches, so it's not actually on the coin, so fear not. This actually is one of the better reverses that I've seen. I have seen in quite a few the variations. The matting on some of these are just horrific on other coins, but this is actually really nice. It's really lovely. It's really crisp. You have a really high reflective, as you can clearly see from not only the scratches, but also from my finger, which as I'm moving, you can see it bouncing off. So we have a fantastic background with the crest and everything else from the Democratic Republic of Congo there. Now we're going to move on to some snaky bits. So that's the warning. Just before, we have a milled edge going all the way along the side. And are you ready? Here we are. Snakies. Yes, that's right. The Titanoboa. So Titanoboa. And this is limited to 10,000. Now I know obviously those collecting it will be buying this regardless. If you're new, trying to backdate might be a bit of a challenge. These things are, well, there's a premium, and most collectors are not really willing to let them go, not until the set is finished, where of course they can make the most profit. Well, I thought this was the final one, and I was wrong. It's only number 10, and I do believe, as I was told by a very nice person, that there should be 12 of them. So I will believe that person entirely. I actually do believe that they're right. On the top here, we have the Prehistoric Life, and we have the Titanoboa. And it says 60 to 58 Mio years BC with the number 2023, i.e. the year. We also have a crocodile in the background, and then there is those little slimy, well, I say slimy, snakes are not slimy. Eels are slimy, snakes are not. But we have this little slimy guy, and when I say little, of course I am joking here, because this thing is enormous. It was the largest known snake ever to exist, estimated at about 12.8 meters. Can you believe that? 12.8 meters. And with a weight of 1,135 kilos. Now, this coin is made by the Scottsdale Mint. And to also let you kind of know, what its modern day equivalent is well, it's a oh my god, I can't pronounce it, but it's a giant python essentially, and that weighs or the length is 7.67 meters. I actually did have the name pronounced in my head several times over. I have it written down and I still can't do it. But anyway, 7.67 meters compared to the 12.8 meters. And instead of it weighing 1,135 kilos, it only weighs, I say only, my God, I'd be running 15.8 kilos, sorry, 158.8 kilos. Now, put that into perspective. This doesn't do it any justice at all with a crocodile, okay? Because this, this python here that I've just mentioned is taller if it was, to stand up than a giraffe. So this thing here would be double the size of a giraffe. Would you imagine that? And weighing 10 times more than the current snake. So, wowzers, I would not want to get in its way whatsoever. As we take a look here, we can see the various periods as we've done many times before. So we have the Cretaceous period. We have all sorts going all the way around it. Am I a huge fan? And this is going to be the ultimate kind of question. On this design, they've kind of poorly done the snake. There's no two ways around it. They've highlighted around it, but then they haven't made it a feature. They've made the alligator more of a feature, more detailed, because it has this gloss going behind it. So of course, your eyes are drawn to those features, where when you're taking a look at it, and this is without magnification at the moment here, you're looking at, you can see the crocodile, you can see all of its, grooves and, the marks on its back and stuff. But when you're taking a look at a snake, yeah, you kind of get the impression of some scales, but you can't really see a heck of a lot. Yeah, you can see its tongue. You can see that there's some earthy bits, but it doesn't really do anything. It's only when you actually zoom in and you start having a look into the magnification side of it, do you start to see the snake itself. And that's not really even that great either, I have to say. It is kind of poor. I mean, the scales and everything, yes, okay, are there, but it just looks like a basic, simple pattern. I am not a big fan of this at all, I'm afraid. I know, those who are collecting it will probably be screaming at me, but this had a huge potential. But as with several of these coins in the series, there's been little tiny pitfalls here and there that's really kind of put me off collecting the series. I started to and I stopped. And for anyone who knows me, I don't do that with any series. I like to continue it all the way to the very end, and that is it. With this series, I just had to say no. And it's for reasons like this. Yeah, you have an outline of a snake and a rough guide to a snake, but why? Why? That's all I can say is why. Well, if you're collecting this, I mean, it's a typical Scottsdale coin, and I do love Scottsdale when they're doing things right, but they tend to kind of ham it or ham fist it or half monkey it, okay? I'm not going to say the other word, but you get my idea. And that's the problem. This is a premium coin with a just above average design. Dare I say the Royal Mint designs are better, but this obviously is better executed. So, yeah. That's my thoughts and opinions. I'm not going to mince my words. I'm not going to say I like it and you should buy it, because that's not, who I am by any aspect. I'm going to just let you know and tell it to you. And if they would have done it and, had the scales done, nice and stuff, it would have made it look really good, because as you're looking at it from a side view and everything else, those outlines help it stand out as if it's raised, which of course it's not. But yeah, a very, very poor design, not to scale whatsoever. I don't know what they were thinking with it. The designer really, in my opinion, got this one wrong. Perhaps I'm wrong though. I'm constantly told that by my wife. So let me know what your thoughts and opinions are, and tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm right. Let me know. I'm interested to hear your opinions. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye for now.